Park. Today's an overcast day, a little colder, a little bit of a windy breeze. Empty Park, my favorite. The exact type of day where coming outside to put in work is not an option but a necessity. See, the days you have to put in the work the most are the days that you don't want to put it in. And this happens to be one of those days, you feel me? Yeah, we got my young boy Mike just came in the park. We're about to get torched.
I was saying, bro, my fucking tire at the back can't take no more air, bro.
Oh, damn.
I don't know what to do. I think I gotta see if I can change it.
Oh,
Nigga,
oh.
he was go. We here. You about to get belt. You feel me? Look at his face. He already know you about to get belt.
Oh, brother. Up and coming hooper. Up and coming kid that's about to get killed by yours truly today.
Look. He said
What you gotta say, bro?
Look, I'm busting his ass. I've been a hooper. I've been busting his ass the whole time.
You know what?
Yo,
We get all that cue the montage. See, I got my little mic on right now. I figured I just talk to myself, just voice notes to myself while I put up my shots, my form shots. I finished my workout. I finished my ones. Get my shots up with my boy Mikey. He fled the scene. I'm still here. Just a reminder to myself that basketball is as much a mental sport as it is a physical sport. All right, meaning the thinking component to this game is just as important. So, however much work you put in physically, in the sense of getting your shots up, getting in the weight room, um, doing drills, all of that. All of it has to be supplemented with some type of grounding, some type of breath work, some type of meditation, affirmation. Like, it's a mental gym. You get your work in the physical gym on the court. You have to go to the mental gym as well by talking to yourself. Talking to yourself is one of the most powerful tools that elite athletes use. And it's something I picked up from a great book called Life as Sport by Dr. Jonathan Fader. It's a great book. It talks about how elite athletes hone their mind, in a sense, to conquer sports and then conquer life. But also, just check out a lot of NBA athletes, a lot of overseas pros. They say the same thing. You got to talk to yourself. You got to let yourself know that you're as good as you think you are before you let others know that you're as good as you think you are. Because, like everybody says, at the end of the day, you're your biggest supporter. So, if you're doubting yourself, what's stopping others from doubting you as well? You get what I'm saying? You put so much emphasis on this game of basketball. You put so much emphasis on getting places, making that tryout, getting this coach's attention, averaging 20 a game, getting your shot better, becoming a 40% plus 3-point shooter. You put so much emphasis on these things, you put them on a pedestal. And if you fail and come short of these goals, you let that discourage you. You can't let that discourage you for the long run. I mean, basketball, like any other thing, it will give you plenty of failures. It will give you plenty of learning experiences and opportunities. And basketball has taught me so much growing up, taught me so much about how to approach life outside of basketball. Obviously, it comes with a growth mindset, you have to embrace failure. Also, another thing, if you're watching this video and your shot isn't as consistent as you want it to be, or you feel like you don't shoot at a high clip, figure out what's not fundamentally sound in your shot. Study the great shooters, Steph Curry, Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, textbook forms. See the fundamentals that feel the most comfortable for you to adopt and refine. And then once you've got fundamentals in your shot, it's just a matter of reps. Truly, it's just a matter of reps. My shooting, I used to be left open. Like my defender would always be behind the free throw line if I was behind the 3-point. And I just shoot air balls. I'd be dared to shoot. I'd get Ben Simmons, Draymond Green treatment, and I just airball and brick. And I remember in 2020 when COVID hit in New York City, they tore down the rims on all the parks. So I couldn't go to a park. I couldn't shoot. So during that summer specifically, what I did was took my basketball, went to my backyard, and I recorded myself just shooting in the air without a hoop or anything. I just recorded what my shooting motion was, and then I watched that over and over. And that's one of the best things about recording yourself while you hoop, while you shoot, while you work out, is you're able to assess your movement. You're able to identify your movement patterns, see what's going wrong, and see what you can correct. And so that's what I did for a whole year. 2020, I didn't shoot on any rims. I didn't play any basketball. We didn't have access to a gym, didn't have access to a park. So for the better of like 5 months, every night I'm watching Devin Booker workouts, watching Devin Booker shooting form. I don't shoot like him. I think his form is a lot cleaner than mine, but I did correct a lot of things with my shot. One of them being my guide hand. My guide hand used to be so involved in my shot that people would ask me if I was left-handed or right-handed. I used to shoot kind of like this, and it was like the ugliest form of ambidextrity, if that's a word. But yeah, like a year or two later, after they brought out the rims back, reinstalled the rims on the parks, I got back to shooting in the parks. And first thing I would do every single time I came to hoop, and I hoop religiously once they put the rims back, start with doing these same things: form shots, form shots, form shots, form shots. Boring reps. You have to get a ridiculous amount of consistent, boring reps to see progress. And you have to start close to the rim too. Any tweaks you want to add to your shot, aside from adding range, you have to start close to the rim. And so that's what I did for a whole 2 years. rarely shot any threes until eventually, I could take it out further. I could take it out further, shoot a comfortable midi with my new form, shoot a free throw with textbook form. Free throws are also integral to your shot technique, your form and your technique. Like a free throw should be the embodiment of good form, even though, I'm a brick right now. It's kind of cold, twins. It's kind of cold. I can't lie. I'll tell you a joke. I never tell you a lie. Another part is once you get to the 3 point line, shooting with your improved technique, it might not feel it might not feel comfortable immediately. And that's fine because you're teaching yourself a new movement pattern when you've become used to shooting this one way for so long, right? And so, that's another form of stepping outside of your comfort zone. Um, it's gonna feel uncomfortable, but that's where growth and progress lie. So yeah, I just felt like I don't know, chat a little about shooting, my shooting. Well, I got these last form shots. I ran the ones with my boy Mikey earlier, as you saw in that montage, but my shot started to feel off in around like the fifth, sixth game. Started to feel off, partly because it's windy, but whenever your shot's feeling off, simple remedy: just get more reps in, get more reps in, get more shots up, get game like shots. That's literally it. That's the only way. Whenever you're in a slump, all you have to do is shoot yourself out of it. Just shoot, and don't stop. This is one of the parts in basketball where you have to turn off your brain and just shoot. The more you think about your shot, the more you overanalyze and try to tweak things in your form, the more unnatural you shoot, the more in your head you get, the worse your shooting gets, and that just becomes a feedback loop. So if you're in a shooting slump, just shoot. Just shoot the goddamn ball. Just shoot the ball. That's it. If you watch this, thank you for watching. I appreciate any viewership, but mainly this is for me. This is for Future Mo. Future Mo, if you look at this, yo, this is how you became a bucket, bro. Nights like this. Nights like this are why you became a bucket. Oh nah, that's 5 push-ups, bro. That's 5 push-ups. Redeem. That's 10 if you break. Oh, all right, my boy. Yes, sir.